A Hayesville man is behind bars following a lengthy standoff. More on all of the police agencies involved. Plus, Jasper Military Sites is our guest this week on Monday with the Mayor, and Center for Technology, Innovation, and Manufacturing Director Ray Niehaus is our guest this evening on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We start tonight with a tense situation between multiple police agencies and a man with a gun. A Hayesville man landed behind bars following a 4-hour-long standoff that even saw Special Weapons and Tactics, or SWAT team personnel, get involved. According to Du Bois County Sheriff's deputies, the incident began at 10:45 a.m. on Saturday morning when the department was told of a distraught woman who had a gun outside of a residence in the 600 block of Sites Street. Deputies were told that a man inside of the home had fired a .338 caliber rifle. Du Bois County emergency response personnel responded to the scene and set up a perimeter around the home where the suspect, identified by police as 46-year-old Brian Maringer of Hayesville, was inside. State police SWAT personnel also arrived at the scene with an armored Humvee and a robotic camera. Sheriff's deputies say that Maringer never responded to numerous attempts to make contact by police, and the state police team entered the residence after failing to make contact. According to deputies, Maringer was sitting at the kitchen table with a gun and was subdued by a taser stun gun. Maringer was taken to Memorial Hospital for medical clearance and was lodged in the Du Bois County Security Center just before 7:10 p.m. on Saturday evening. He faces a Class D felony for criminal recklessness with a firearm. Other assisting agencies included the Hayesville Volunteer Fire Department, Memorial Hospital EMS, and the Jasper Police Department. In other news, an elderly man was killed late last week after an accident while mowing property near his residence. Indiana conservation officers say 73-year-old Linus Bauer of Du Bois was mowing his property near Du Bois when his lawnmower began to slide on wet soil. The mower then went down an embankment and overturned. Bauer was pinned in a small ditch that had 3 inches of water in it. According to authorities, Bauer had begun his mowing at about noon on Friday. Authorities were called after a family member went looking for Bauer and discovered the accident scene. Du Bois County authorities were contacted just after 4:30 p.m. on Friday afternoon. An autopsy that was conducted by the Du Bois County Coroner's Office on Saturday afternoon determined that Bauer died from being pinned underneath the riding lawnmower. Du Bois County Deputy Coroner Tony Matthews says Bauer had no visible injuries and there were no indications that a medical condition played a role in the accident. The Du Bois Volunteer Fire Department first responders, Memorial Hospital EMS, and the Du Bois County Coroner's Office all assisted Indiana conservation officers at the scene. A Huntingburg man was airlifted to a regional hospital following an accident along Interstate 64 on Friday morning. Warwick County Sheriff's deputies say 27-year-old Galdino Mora was westbound along Interstate 64 near the 45-mile marker at about 6 a.m. on Friday when this accident took place. Warwick County deputies say Mora drove off of the roadway into the median and hit several trees. Mora's truck flipped over onto its roof, trapping him inside. Mora suffered numerous injuries and was life-flighted to a Louisville hospital for treatment. He was listed in stable condition today, according to a spokeswoman. Lanes along westbound I64 were closed after the accident for a short time, and they were reopened to traffic shortly after 8 a.m. Friday morning. Numerous employees of a local hospital have been nominated for a prestigious award. In all, 19 employees of Jasper's Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center have been nominated for the 2013 Little Company of Mary Award, named for the Sisters of the Little Company of Mary, the religious organization that sponsors Memorial Hospital. Those nominated by their co-workers include Doris Allen of Radiology, Martha Ballard of Patient Registration, Tara Bayer of Marketing and Public Relations, Franny Brosmer of Cardiopulmonary Services, Mary Crosby of Environmental Services, Judy Fairchild Roberts of House Supervision, Marty Jones of Ambulance Services, Jacques Kemp of Materials Management, Misty Kramer of Health Information Management, Nancy Larkin of Jasper Pediatrics, Monty Mayer of the Longifoos Cancer Center, Helen Massey of Post-Surgical Services, Abby Recker in Medical Services, Tammy Smith of Patient Financial Services, Connie Spinner of the Longifoos Cancer Center, Rebecca Strange of Pediatric Services, Lila Street of Environmental Services, Judy Treader of Food and Nutrition Services, and Sue Willis of Quality Services. Sister Renee Cunningham, LCM of Memorial Hospital's Mission Committee chairperson, recognizes these individuals as those who have been nominated because their actions have spoken louder than any words. Sister Renee says the hospital is blessed to have caring, compassionate employees like them. The nominees will be honored at a tea on Thursday, October the 24th, and the winner is set to be announced on Thursday, November the 21st. This past weekend, Haunted Huntingburg made its debut along 4th Street in downtown Huntingburg. A spooky time was had by all, with ghost tours and scary movies for adults and kids. WJTS's Peter Marshall was there and talked with Haunted Huntingburg committee member Jamie Rashi about this newfound event.
Well, we decided at a merchant meeting that we wanted to try to build up old-fashioned bargain days, and then it kind of went on its own. So I think we're going to grow it a lot bigger next year and just develop it. It just kind of, we didn't have enough time this year to get it to where we wanted to do all the stuff we wanted to do, so we're going to add quite a few events next year. The ghost tour so far, I mean, we didn't really anticipate as many people as we were going to get, so we're going to tweak it, and we kind of learn from what we've taken notes and stuff, and to develop and make it better as we go along. It's kind of interesting to see how many people have been jumping on the Facebook and have voiced support into doing some kind of Halloween weekend. So the end goal is to make it into about a week long and just keep developing it. We got quite a few ideas that we're going to work on for next year.
The event started Friday night and concluded its run on Saturday evening. We conclude this evening with something the exact opposite of scary. A festive mood was found in St. Anthony yesterday as the St. Anthony Volunteer Fire Department marked its 50th anniversary of service to the area with the Indiana Volunteer Firemen's Association 18th District Firemen's Parade. The department was established back in 1963 in the break room at Hassenauer Motor Company in St. Anthony, according to legend. The parade got underway at 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, with fire departments in 35 area communities being invited to participate in the parade. The parade also marked the kickoff to this week's Fire Prevention Week. The parade results are in, and winners are in the antique tractor category, Anderson River Farms' Farmall M. In antique vehicles, Darrell and Francis Poon's Model T. Emergency equipment from 1985 to the present, the DuBois Volunteer Fire Department's 2011 Crimson Spartan. Emergency equipment pre-1985, Indiana DNR Fire Control's antique fire truck. The equestrian unit, J.R. Lubbers. The float, the Duckville Duck and Walkers. Special interest, Hassenauer Motor Company's Rollback Wrecker. And the walking marching unit went to the Girl Scouts of America. Yesterday's festivities also featured the crowning of Miss Flame, a contest for teenage daughters and granddaughters of firefighters. In all, 7 girls representing area fire departments participated in the pageant. Lindsay Schaefer, the daughter of Nick and Cassie Schaefer of Huntingburg, was crowned as this year's Miss Flame. Schaefer represented the St. Henry Volunteer Fire Department, where her father is a member. This year's first runner-up was Emma Hurst, the daughter of John and Julia Hurst of St. Anthony. Hurst was representing the St. Anthony Volunteer Fire Department, where her father works. And finally, Michaela Jones, the daughter of Philip and Amy Jones of DuBois, took home second runner-up and Miss Congeniality honors in this year's pageant. Jones represented the DuBois Volunteer Fire Department, where her father is a member. Coming up after the break, Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz is our guest this week for Monday with the Mayor, plus a very chilly start for the morning commute today across our viewing area. Is there a warm-up in sight? More ahead in your local forecast, sports with Kurt Gooksell, and Inform featuring CTIM Director Ray Meanhouse. That's all up next here on 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.